What's going on, guys? This is Jigsaw back again today with another video. I'm here with Lucas again. What's going on, Lucas?
What up?
Today we're going to be bringing you guys our promised Black Ops 3 multiplayer first impressions video. Now before we talk about anything about the game, Lucas, why don't you go ahead and tell these nice people about the gameplay that they're watching right now.
This is a little domination game I played the other day on Redwood. It's not really anything that extremely amazing. It's just a 50 bomb with the... That was actually my first good game with an AR. I finally kind of learned how to sit back in this game. That's one big problem I've had, is kind of adjusting to the pace of the game, because Advanced Warfare was so fucking random and fast. I've just had a lot of trouble just rushing around and doing well, so that was my first good game in a while.
Yeah, I think one of the things about this game is that you definitely have to adjust your play style more to like a Black Ops 2 play style than Advanced Warfare, just because the pace is so different. But
which I haven't fucking played in forever.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Before we get into all the specifics about the game, overall, I'm gonna say I like the game a lot. I think it's pretty good. I think it's the Call of Duty that we needed right now. What do you think, Lucas?
Yeah, for sure. Especially with the decline in the growth and overall viewership of the game in Advanced Warfare, this is definitely what we need as a community.
I agree. And the dev support that Treyarch has shown already, with David Vonderhaar being very active in the community, has been huge.
Yeah, especially with the race. He was on the race stream a couple times, and they showed him glitches and little problems in different weapons that seem overpowered, like the Gorgon or whatever the LMG is.
Yeah.
And a lot of issues have been addressed just from that stream alone.
Yeah, it's just really nice having developer support for a Call of Duty game. First time in a long time. But right, so as you guys can tell so far, we love the game. We like it a lot. We've been playing it a lot. It's good. The pace and the movement is definitely different than Advanced Warfare, but it's similar in a way. You know what I mean?
It's a lot different, as in it's not as ridiculous.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is the exosuits are still in the game, but it's not as fast. You don't move as fast, which just really helps to slow things down and keeps most of the gunfights out of the air.
And you can't get on roofs either, which is fucking great.
Yeah, I think the map design sort of really plays well out to the pace and the movement, which is what we're going to talk about next anyway. So the maps, I think most of them are pretty good. Treyarch has been pretty famous for their 3-lane map style, which I think is sort of the best kind of map for Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
The maps also cater really well to the movement. I think that there isn't, there's definitely spots where movement is kind of needed, with the wall running and that kind of stuff and the boosting. But I think for the most part, you can pretty much play any map boots on the ground the same way you would play any Call of Duty.
Movement just adds an extra layer of strategy rather than an extra layer of randomness like in Advanced Warfare.
Right, I think that's a really good point, actually, that the fact that the movement it's not a crutch, it's a strategy in this game.
Exactly.
It plays really well with the maps, and the map design is beautiful. I think the underwater thing is pretty cool. I don't know how useful it is, but it's cool. But most of the maps play well, and I think they're beautiful, man.
There's actually one map that I found the underwater part to be really useful. I think it's Metro. You can actually I thought you'd just die if you jump down. I think it's the right side of the map,
yeah,
where you can wall run and stuff. But you can literally go on the outskirts of the map and swim around to flank or whatever you want to do, which I find to be pretty useful because not many people know about that.
Yeah, it's definitely cool that they added this new mechanic as something that isn't it's not useless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not just a gimmick.
Right, so the maps and the movement play really well together, but of course Call of Duty is defined by the weapons that are in the game, and the weapon variety in this game is top-notch, I think so.
No doubt, dude. Every gun is useful in its own way.
I think that every AR and every submachine gun, for the most part, they're pretty much all the same. I mean, they're definitely different, but I don't see one, being the sheer weapon to outclass all the other weapons like we've seen in past Call of Duties.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But maybe the BMP, it's getting there.
Yeah, but it still is the first week, and Treyarch has been pretty active about potential nerfs and buffs that need to happen. So I think within even a couple weeks, this game will be perfect.
Actually, I heard something interesting when I was watching the race that Vonderhaar said. They said that they focused on not making all the guns ass in this game. They focused on making them all overpowered, and I think that really worked out well.
You know what? I mean, I didn't hear that, but I think that's pretty interesting too. Because if you have guns that just suck, nobody's gonna use those. But if they're all really good in their own way, that creates for good weapon variety.
If the guns suck, it's just obvious which gun is the absolute best.
Yeah, definitely. The only thing that I don't like about the weapon balancing in this game is the LMGs. They're very good, and I think that's the problem. Only because the movement speed is at 100% movement, and I think that you should have a movement speed penalty for using an LMG, because otherwise they're just kind of like ARs with big clips.
I didn't know there was no movement speed penalty.
Yeah, that's been a big issue among the
Huh.
competitive community. Why they want
That-
LMGs
that'll-
banned.
No, that'll definitely just get changed.
I hope it does. Treyarch has spoken on the issue. They said they don't want to change it, but I think
Okay.
eventually it'll come. Yeah.
Well, that Gorgon is a 2-shot kill. That's gonna change.
Yeah, I just think overall the LMGs are going to get sort of rebalanced, but speaking on the game as a whole, the balancing is pretty there. The LMGs are a little bit more powerful, like I just said, but I don't think they're like so powerful that you'll see everybody running around with an LMG all the time.
It's the Gorgon and that one that's like a 6-round burst. That thing's insane too.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't think they're that overpowering. I think honestly the M8 I think is still one of the best guns in the game.
Yeah, it's pretty good. To mention that fucking problem I have, so I permanently unlocked the M8, but every time I make a fucking class with it, it just disappears after one game. So they need to fix that right away because it's discouraging me from using it. To be honest.
Dude, I understand, but
Yeah.
that's like early game glitches though. It's not a huge deal.
Dude, shotguns too. Shotguns are great.
Oh my god, there's like the pump shotgun. That's like the same one that was in Black Ops 2. I love it. It's so fun to use.
Have you used the Argus yet?
I have, yeah.
So good.
A lot of the shotguns are really good. Yeah, they're fun to use.
Argus is probably the best concept for a shotgun I've ever seen. With the spray from the hip and then the slug from the ADS.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
It's really smart.
The weapon balancing that we've just been talking about sort of ties into our next point, which is the time to kill in this game. Now, I personally would say the time to kill is somewhere between Call of Duty Ghosts and Black Ops 2. It's not quite as slow as Black Ops 2, but it's definitely not the melt machine that Ghosts was.
I think it's perfect.
It's not, yeah, it's not too fast and it's not too slow. I think it's a good time to kill for Call of Duty,
It's similar to Advanced Warfare.
Yep, I think you could probably warrant that.
Yeah, for sure.
The time to kill is pretty good. But the new thing
in Black Ops
3 is the specialists.
Yeah, I love it.
The specialists are pretty cool. It's sort of like, I don't even know how to describe it, like an extra kill streak in a way.
It's just yeah, I don't know, I guess.
It's pretty much, I mean, you guys know what the specialists are at this point if you've been playing the game, but I think it's another cool way that you can sort of add strategy and customization to the game. That's always big for Call of Duty players. They want to be able to use what they want. Some of them are a little bit overpowered, like what do you think about Rejack?
Rejack, well, when you respawn, you're weak. Which I think that's kind of fair. Like, I killed a guy and he had Rejack, but I just ran up and meleeed him and he died instantly. So I've never really had, I've never had Rejack, take me off a streak or really ruin my fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like the concept of Last Stand or Final Stand or whatever. But and I think the fact that regardless, the fact that you only earn them maybe 2 or 3 times in one game makes it okay. Not everybody is gonna be running around with Rejack on all the time. Not everybody's gonna be glitching all the time. All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, honestly, they're overpowered, but they're supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly. They're supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be like a power boost for when you want to use it.
Yeah, it's just that fair ground between a death streak and an overpowered kill streak.
Yep. It's not too bad. I don't really think I love the specialists, but I definitely don't dislike them.
Oh, I love it.
Really, you do?
You haven't used the scythe yet, so.
Not since the beta, man. That thing's so good.
So,
well, the last thing that we kind of wanted to talk about today, guys, was the competitive aspect of the game. Because, as you guys may know, Lucas and I are we used to sort of compete a little bit. We're both avid viewers of the game. We like to watch the competitive side and follow the scene. So far, I haven't seen a whole lot of competitive. I've watched a couple streams, but I think it's gonna be a good year. I really like the pick and ban system. What do you think about that?
yeah, I think it just creates a lot of new metas. Usually in past games, it's usually one meta at a time, but in this game, it's going to be almost one meta for each team, depending on what they like to use.
Yeah, I think it could be one meta for each game because, teams are going to strategize and ban and protect things that, if one team is good at something, they're going to ban that gun.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just going to be an ever-changing meta. It's going to be pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, and I hate that some competitive players are trying to ban the specialist and shit. Like, you're just trying to make the game dry again, like Advanced Warfare. Like, this is exactly what we need to make games more fun to watch.
Yeah, I agree. And the other thing is, with the support of Activision this year for the Call of Duty World League and Call of Duty Championship, with the increased prize pool and the increased exposure that Call of Duty is going to get by going back to Twitch, I just think it's going to be a really good year.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Twitch is where it's at, dude. MLG TV ruined everything.
I agree. That's definitely a debate for another day. But
yeah, no doubt.
I just think this year is going to be one of the better years for Call of Duty in general that we've had in the past 2 years, since Black Ops 2, if I'm being honest.
Let's just hope whoever's next can keep it up, keep this momentum.
We'll see, man. We will see.
Dude.
I think that is about all we have to say about the game, guys. Like we said, overall, we like the game. It's a lot of fun, and competitive should be good. Lucas, do you have any closing thoughts?
I love the fucking game.
I'm glad we agree on something there.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Next video coming out soon, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as usual. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Peace.